My life changed at one point when my son was 6 years old, after I got my health together. We were at a car wash that we went to every Sunday. I'd see this man who was an older man there. Turns out he's the same age I am now, but at that time he seemed old to me. And so he'd read a newspaper every Sunday, but he wouldn't leave the car wash. It was weird. Like every time we were there, he's there reading this newspaper. And I didn't mean to be rude, but he saw my son, and then he said to me, he goes, "How old's your little boy?" Max was running around. We were waiting for my car, and I said, "He's 6 years old." And he goes, and he was right. He goes, "Enjoy the 6-year-old, because when he turns 7, the 6-year-old's gone forever." All parents can relate to that, right? And he goes, "And enjoy the 7-year-old, because when he turns 8, that 7-year-old's gone forever. He's a whole new person." And I didn't mean to be rude, but I said back to him, and I just was reflexive. I said, "Sir, when did that process stop for you?" He goes, "Huh?" I go, "What age did you stop turning into a new person every year?" He put his paper down. He goes, I don't know. I said, "You ought to figure that out. You ought to look into that." Because here's the truth. For most people, there becomes an age, I don't know if it's 18, 19, 20, where the 23-year-old is just like the 22-year-old. The 35-year-old, just like the 34-year-old. The 40-year-old, just like the 39-year-old. People don't continue to change and evolve and improve. They don't become better versions of themselves. There's all this stuff on social media about become a better version of yourself, become a better version of yourself. The fact of the matter is, there's a point in time in most people's lives where it's no longer a crisis or an emergency to change themselves. And I want to challenge you to do that. If you're going to grow, you have to grow your identity. You have to change who you are as a person. In this room right now, there's a thermostat somewhere on the wall, right over there. That thermostat sets the temperature of this room. No matter what we do in the room, let's say it's set at 75 degrees. No matter what we do externally to the room, if we open the door and cold air blew in here, that thermostat will kick in and regulate the room back to 75 degrees. Am I right or am I wrong? If the reverse happened, we open the door and heat blew in here, it will hit the air conditioner on and cool the room back to 75 degrees. True or false? Okay, that's your life.
How many think the economic world that we're in today is going to stay the way it is? Raise your hand. Okay, one man on drugs, there's always one. Okay. How many think that the economic environment is going to go through seasons? We're going to have some more ups and downs as we adjust to what's happening in the world here. Say I. Well, then if we know that, our goal, you and I as leaders, should be to anticipate that. In fact, everyone in this room is a leader of something, whether you're the leader of the company or whether you're a leader of the department, whether you're a parent or hopefully you're a leader, not a follower. If you're a leader, you've got to exercise that skill. And so I want to talk to you about that and one of the most important skills of that. But most people don't exercise that leadership because they're dropping behind in their skill sets. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. How many of you in this room, I want an honest answer. I'd like you to yell the answer and raise your hand if you would, please. How many of you in this room have ever experienced the absolute total humiliation of playing a video game against a child? Scream I if you've done this experience. Oh, come on, let me hear you. What happens when you play the child? Who always wins? Come on, who wins? Always. Why? Is it because they're faster? Is it they're smarter, they're younger, their neurons are functioning at a quicker tempo? Here's how it usually works. You're a mother or father, you're an uncle or an aunt, you're a grandfather or grandmother, you're a friend of the family, you're looking for a gift, you live in a tech world, in a world where today children play with an iPad and learn how to use it before they know how to tie their shoes. How different is that world? I was with Mark yesterday with his daughter for her 6-year-old birthday, and we're talking about things, and she's got these Legos, and a friend of ours says, "Oh, my 6-year-old goes on the iPad, searches on YouTube for videos on how to build cool stuff using Legos and starts to study how to build all these structures." That's the world we're in that our kids are in at 6 years old. And imagine what else they're searching for and finding at 6 years old. It's a wild, wild world. So here we are with this technology, and most of us are not seeing what it's doing for us. So you sit down with this child who's high tech, you're not. Even the techies in this room aren't usually as gamers. I know there are plenty of gamers in the room, but there's plenty not. And then what does the child do? The child says, "Oh, come on. Oh, look, I'm not good at this. This is for you. Come on, uncle. Come on, auntie. Come on, mom. Come on, dad. It's my birthday. It's Christmas." They use the guilt approach, don't they? And what do you find? You finally break down. Okay. Now you should know you're being set up when they go, "You go first." Right? And they go, "Look, it's really simple. You just shoot. You just shoot these guys and it all drops down." And you think, "Okay, I'm going to show this little bastard I can do a thing or two here, right?" Take out the gun, you shoot, and you're dead in 2.3 seconds. Whose experience is say I? Now what happens to the child? And about 45 minutes later, you get your second turn. Am I right? And then you're really pissed. You're dedicated. You're devoted. You're focused. You're going to take this thing out. You last 4 seconds and you're dead. Out of the side of the head. The kid. 45 minutes again. Who's had this experience? Say I. Why does the child always win? Is it because they're faster? Is it because they're smarter? Is it because they're stronger? No, it's because they played this game before. As a result, they have the secret to success. They know the road ahead.
What are some of those things that you can do during this period of time? Go for walks. Do some things for you. Just go for a stroll so you can engage in some reflective thinking on life, on yourself, looking and enjoying the universe, smelling the roses along the way. Listen to upbeat music, music that inspires you. I have oldie but goodies. I have strategies that I engage in to recharge my batteries. I'm preparing for that because I know things are going to happen that I cannot anticipate. A very good friend of mine died the other day. I had a program for myself. I have books that I read that inspire me, tapes that I listen to that fire me up. Because you're going to have sometimes low moments when you won't want to get out of bed. You just want to stay there. At times you won't want to come out the house. At times you'll be feeling bad and don't know why. What's wrong? I don't know. Just leave me alone. Why did that happen? I don't know. It's called life. The other thing is take full responsibility for your life. Accept where you are and the responsibility that you're going to take yourself where you want to go. Someone said we have two primary choices in life. We can either accept conditions as they exist, or we can take the responsibility to change them. See, a lot of people want to exempt themselves from taking responsibility. All they want to do is talk about the problem. Every time you see them, they'll tell you their story over and over and over and over again. No. You want to take responsibility for your life. I got me here, I can get me out of this. And I'm getting out. I'm not going to be a volunteer victim. George Bernard Shaw said there are two kinds of people in life. You know, he said those that make things happen, those that watch things happen, and those that don't know what happened. And he said the people that get along in this life look around for the circumstances that they want, and if they can't find them, they make them. They create them. So part of beginning to get unstuck, you've got to decide that the behavior pattern that you have adopted doesn't work for you. You've got to change your strategies, and changing your strategy means reinventing your life.
They cuss in the kitchen. I mean, the chef who graduated from some university, well, it gets rough in the kitchen. They get nasty in the kitchen. You get fired in the kitchen. You get yelled at in the kitchen. You got sauce spilling in the kitchen. You got all kinds of issues going on in the kitchen. Well, what happens in the church is that we open up the doors of the church and people come in the restaurant and they're so excited about the white tablecloth and the napkins, the crystal goblets and the china that they get so excited that they want to work in the ministry.
Set this day up as a long, busy, exciting start for your new life. Get your first book for your new library today. Begin your new practice of setting goals. Today, start clearing out a drawer of your new orderly desk. Today, start eating an apple a day on your new health plan. Today, put some money in your new investment for fortune account. Today, start reading with intensity for your new wealth of mind plan. Today, write a postponed letter. Today, make a delayed telephone call. Today, pick up your camera and take a picture of something to start your new treasury of photographs. Today, get some momentum going on your new commitment to the better life. See how many activities you can pile on in this first day. Go all out. Break away from the negative downward pull of gravity. Start the thrusters going. Prove to yourself that waiting is over, hoping is past, and that faith and action have now taken charge. It's a new day, a new beginning for your new life. With discipline, you can't believe the list of positive moves you can make in the first day of your new beginning. You are ready to, as the Bible phrase says, fly with the eagle, and you will have begun your certain journey toward the last key concept we'll discuss on this cassette. Success. Success is both a journey and a destination, isn't it? It is both the steady, measured progress toward a goal and the achievement of a goal. Success is an accomplishment, whether it be great or small, and it's an understanding of the potential and power of an entire human life. Success is an awareness of value, and it's the cultivation of value through discipline. It can be tangible or intangible. Success is a process of turning away from something in order to turn towards something else. From no exercise to exercise, from candy to fruit, from not investing to investing. Success is responding to an invitation to change, to grow, to develop, to become, to move up to a better place with a better venture.